At the beginning we see two men fighting with each other within the mountains. Man named Chun Hajin tells them to bring it on together at him because he is busy. A group of people appears saying that he should not get confident just by killing some of their guys. Afterwards they again start attacking at him with their weapons. Then Chun Hajin slices his sword through two men while killing them, telling that he don't even remember that how many people he has killed. While holding his sword he again kills a man and a huge wave of air is created. He tells that he cuts down the pursuers that come after him again and again. Other people say they only have one enemy, so they should not push back and kill him. Chun Hajin tells that if they want him to die when he got his freedom after 30 years, he tells they should be the one who should die and starts killing them all to find his freedom. They all swing their swords at him together, but he was unscathed while standing on those swords. He takes a jump upwards. When a man says impossible, is that the man who is one of the top 10 strongest in the martial world and also the world's best assassin, while calling him as the Assassin King, Chun Hajin. Chun leaps down from the sky and attacks them through great force and defeats them. Chun thinks that if the pursuers have finally stopped attacking him, but to his surprise they just keep coming. After seeing them still coming, his eyes starts glowing while thinking if they despise the thought of him being free. His eyes turns red and gives them warning to not to block his path or he will kill them, and a golden light surrounds him. He might be Assassin King, but he is just a mere hunting dog for Heavenly Alliance leader. A soulless murderous demon. Who killed as he obeyed his orders. He is walking through a pile of corpses and carrying his sword. He draws a dagger which was stuck in his stomach. A lot blood comes out of his stomach. Chun says he must survive. He lived as a dog of those righteous Heavenly Alliance bastards for all his life. Damn it. He finally became free after cutting off those darn ropes they had on him. Damn it. Get a grip of yourself, Chun Hajin. He drags his sword with him while walking. Starts running quickly. He's almost there. A little more. Just a little more. There's a secret place in the vicinity, where if he consume the elixirs and herbs he can treat his wounds and recover his energy. He'll become a free person. Hang in there, Chun Hajin. You can do it. He lays down on the middle of the road. Before he treats his wounds, he'll go crazy because of hunger. He only ate pieces of beef jerky for 7 days. He's really hungry. He feels like eating dumpling. Suddenly a shadow of someone emerges in the middle of the sky. He attacks Chun, but Chun dodged the attack on time. A light emerges from the mountains. A stealth technique so skillful that even he didn't notice it. A blue stream comes from the man. Chun takes step back, man comes forward to attack. That technique. Man again attacks Chun. A beam of light cuts through trees. Trees are devastated. A martial prowess strong enough to cut the forest with just sword aura. Nerves started coming out of that man's eyes. This persona is definitely the strongest assassin in the southern central plains. Death Lord. Chun can understand why the Heavenly Alliance is after him, but he didn't expect the elites of the Steel Blood Fortress, the Steel King's 8 elites, and he to step in. Did he think the Murim would really acknowledge someone like him as one of the top 10 strongest martial masters? If he cut down someone who was tired out from fighting hundreds of martial masters? Chun says he will be the one who will be cut into pieces, even though Chun is exhausted. Man glares at him with anger. Both dashes toward each other. They attack each other. Their swords clashed with each other. Chun slashes through him while moving forward. They both land on the ground. Man bleeds from his mouth. Blood splashes. His hand with him goes down. Chun is standing still. Closes his eyes, takes a breath. If you are done watching the show, how about coming out already? Pink aura is emanating. Secret Demon Queen. What an honor it is for Chun to still remember her. It has been 6 years. Long time no see. Some people are shown. First Elder. All of the corpses in this area belong to the martial masters of the Steel Blood Fortress. Jung Ilryong, First Elder of Heavenly Alliance. To think he would get past the inescapable net formation they deployed and kill so many of the Steel Blood martial masters. Chun Hajin indeed lives up to the name of Assassin King. He waves his hand. All men bow down to him. Follow the death energy of the secret demon queen. That's where Chun Hajuan will be. Scene shifts to Kwak Sokyo, secret demon queen. Though she is using a rejuvenation technique, she's actually over 60 years old. Judging by her face, people would think she couldn't even kill a bug. But in reality, she is a devilish murderer who cannot sleep a single night without killing someone. As if it weren't enough to send the Steel Fortress best assassins and troops, they even got that insane murderer involved. They are resorting to any method as long as they can capture him. Shit. However, he still have one more trick up his sleeve. She's so disappointed on him. For Chun to pull out his sword first, as there had such a special relationship. Special relationship my ass, says Chun. Stop spouting such nonsense, demon queen. He is so frivolous. She don't think that Chun will survive many strikes of her. She recommend an easy way out. Why don't we see how many strikes he can withstand? Why would he be afraid of a 60-year-old grandma who only know how to talk shit? If he call her a grandma one more time, she will put out his spine no matter how much he beg her. Oh, that was scary. He thinks she has become more sensitive to age in the time he didn't see her. Grandma. She becomes angry, but then calms down and starts smiling. Chun's face expression change. She guess it was true that he raised by the Heavenly Alliance as their best assassin. It makes sense that the Steel Fortress would request this from her. His core energy contains disgustingly pure and good energies. It definitely belongs to the Great Nine Sections. How incredible. She knows they intended to capture him alive, but just how has he managed to kill all those masters? He has definitely learned the 9 sects martial prowess. And the hidden prowess. He can see why she was stalling and utter such nonsense when she preferred to spill blood rather than converse. She wanted to find out the hidden martial prowess of the 9 sects and confidential information about the righteous Heavenly Alliance. He must be pretty good. She thought he was a dumb assassin who only knew murder, but he do use his brain after all. She has no intention of relaying these secrets to the Steel Fortress even if she were to find out. He hit the correct spot. She actually didn't even need the request of the Blood Fortress or Heavenly Alliance. She just wanted the 9 sects martial prowess. If he reveal it to her, she will let him live. Wouldn't that deal be considered fair? Chun smiles. Why are there so many scum in the Great Lakes? It's not a fair trade. He is already dying. She asks, is that because of the blood parasite? Chun becomes shocked. The blood parasite. It is the end to all those who betray the Heavenly Alliance. The blood parasites in their bodies relays the judgment of their betrayal. He saved his life, and he has forsaken his mercy. His life and death is solely possessed by the leader of the Heavenly Alliance. Chun Hajin. He will never be, whether he exposes the 9 sects' hidden martial prowess or any other secrets. She has studied the demonic arts of the god of death. She is knowledgeable in all toxins and poison as well. If it's with her demonic prowess she can get rid of the blood parasite within his body. Chun starts thinking. She asked how about it. She can set him free. As long as he teach her the 9 sects martial prowess. Does the demon queen thinks that the only reason the righteous Heavenly Alliance chasing him is because he ran away from them? He didn't. Of course. He's also one of the top 10 strongest martial master. He already learned how to spell the blood parasite 5 years ago. But he needed to reach a higher level in order to break through the inescapable net formation. And it took him quite a long time in order to train for it. He thought he had nearly achieved it. She is going to let him live if he provides her with the martial prowess of the 9 sects? Stop uttering such bullshit. Does she think he didn't know her detestable nature? He had 30 years of his life taken away from those bastards. He will no longer be fooled by anyone else. He shouts in anger and tells her to get out of his sight. Aura starts coming out of his body. If she chooses to run off now, she can at least spare her disgusting life. How does he say such a thing when he is nearly dead? No need to worry about that. She is not a pitiful fool like him. She has never let anyone live after insulting her. It's not like her eyes are telling him that he will survive this. Chun prepares to attack her with his sword. Then die, you useless fucker. You die, you fucking grandma. Both of their aura clashed with each other. A huge blast appears. A firestorm is seen surging from the collision. Their surroundings start becoming devastated. And pebbles starts floating in the air. A wind gust is created. Fog becomes clear and they both are shown. And she attacks with her nails on his arm. Chun cries in pain. The first elder also comes in between the battle. The first elder. Since when did he get here? Elder's eyes start glowing. He cuts Chun's both feet. He cries in pain. Then Demon Queen also cuts his both arms. His eyes wide open. Then she pierces through his chest, she draws her hand out of his chest. Blood comes out of his mouth, nerves start coming out of his forehead. What a sight now that he has lost his limbs. She grabs his face. She should block his head off too. So that he may never utter anything else ever again. She removes Chun's head from his body. Finally, is this wretched moment the last sight before his death? He just wanted to live out an ordinary life, for just a moment, as if it were a dream, like an ordinary man, an ordinary human. Is that so impossible to achieve, if he were to get another chance? Scene shifts to Heavenly Demon Divine Cult main sanctuary. A man is shown lying on the bed. If he were to get another chance, man's eyes suddenly open. Another person appears kneeling on his one knee, greets a man and says, "The divine teachings are unquestionable. All demons fall down at your feet." He greets him, the fourth young lord of the divine cult. He is shown smoking. Then again he says, he just felt his pulse. For the third he means, Xiaoryang will die tonight. Fourth lord smiles, things are going better than he expected. Battleground is shown. Hajin, are you done? Yes, he killed everyone on this side. They should take a rest then, but they can't rest for too long. The leader said they can't be detected. What's that? You want to see? A bird, a carving of a bird. Did he carve it? Hajin, aren't you tired of living as an assassin? Boy says he's going to get out of there, using any means necessary, and he will live out the rest of his life as a free bird. He also want to go, Hajin says. He want to go to the fresh green rural region. Blue-haired boy asks, what? He can't. He can't even think about it. Hajin says, why not? They should go together. No. Scene shifts to Hajin. Blood is coming out of his head. The blue guy is dying. Hajin asks, what's wrong? A person says, he saved their life and they have forsaken his mercy by trying to run away. Hajin looks at that person. He should take a good look. This is the end to all those who betray the righteous heavenly alliance. The blood parasite in his body will relay judgment of his betrayal. Scene shifts again to Demon Queen. She should pluck his head off too, so that he may never utter anything else ever again. A blonde-haired person with a lean body wakes up. And it is our Hajin. Huh, was that a dream? But he was just beheaded by the Demon Queen. Where is this place anyway? This room seems so luxurious. He sends someone. A girl named MANWHA appears, holding a tray with her hands. Young lord. Hajin pokes a wooden needle at her neck. He asks him to stay silent. Does she know what will happen to her if she makes a sound? Who is she? Servant says, Young lord, it's her, his young servant, MANWHA. Why is he acting this way? Is something not to his liking? Young lord, she should stop uttering such nonsense and tell him the truth. Who brought him here? She tells that he has been lying there for a long time. He has been unconscious for the past 6 months because he fell victim to chi blockage and only awake 2 nights ago. What the hell? He lost consciousness because of chi blockage and he died. She should stop fooling around and tell him the truth. It's the truth. She was bringing him a simple meal so he could eat when he wakes up. Hajin suddenly looks at a mirror and he realizes. Who is this bastard? Is that him? Then can it be a reincarnation or my previous life? How could this happen to him? Maid asks young Lord Hajin is in shock. Then where is he? The door opens and when he looks through the door, he thinks, how could a place like this exist in Murim? 2 men are seen walking towards him. Who are they? Hajin thinks, who is this? One man kneels in front of him and says, the divine teachings are unquestionable. All demons fall down at your feet. Congratulations on your recovery, third young lord. Divine teachings are what? If it's a divine cult within Murim, the heavenly demon divine cult? A room is shown where a man is sitting on a throne, and that man comes. The divine teachings are unquestionable. All demons fall down at your feet. The first royal guard of the divine cult greets the demon lord. It is the heavenly demon divine cult first royal guard Mudam. What brings him here today? There's something he must report. Speak. The third young lord has awakened. The third? Yes. However, he lost all of his martial prowess. From overextension. A girl appears. It's been a while. Who is she? Girl enters the room. He looks better than she thought. What? Hajin thinks of a way to get out of this situation. Is he going to keep her standing? She wants to drink a cup of tea. At times like this, first, run. Hajin asks sorry. But he doesn't want to. Hajin asks sorry. But he has somewhere to be at urgently. Pearl asks where is he going? Third young lord. She flicks her both fingers. Two men come in front of Hajin. She is going to have a deep conversation with the third young lord. She don't know how long it'll take. First, they should stop all those who approach her. She is going to have a deep conversation with the third young lord. He says he didn't wipe his sweat while recovering his body. So please wait while he do change. She'll wait. However, it will be great if he don't have any other plans. Just by briefly looking at her, he knows that she is not normal. He has no choice. MANWHA, follow me. Yes. Hajin is asking her who that person is. Hajin says after he woke up from the chi blockage his head hurt, so he thinks there is a problem with his memory. Made with a crying expression. Young master, you can't pass away. Why would he die? It hasn't even been that long since he has woken up. Her name is Hong Yiren. She is a demon who is affiliated with and works for the religion's internal enlightenment facility. She is the daughter of the Jyoka family that's within the demon cult. She is strong enough to recall the most great at her work. And she is a heroine that is acknowledged by the demonic cult chief. And she is the fourth lord's younger sister. But why did she come for him? What's their relationship? Hajin AKS. She don't know the details. However, both of them have met numerous times within a month. Then that means their relationship isn't just average. Alright, thanks for letting him know. Hajin asks to MANWHA if her face okay. Her face is very swollen. So she should get some rest. Yes. Young lord. Did he really go crazy? He was thoughtless, so he was rude. It's alright. But what brings her here? What's with this mild attitude? It's different from the third young lord of the past. It feels like he's lost the brightness in his eyes. So it's true that he's lost his martial prowess after he came out of the key blockage. There's no reason to hide things between them. And she knows about this very well. So they should get straight to the point. This is a contract that has both of their seal on it. He remember it, right? If one of them breaks the seal, or if a situation arises where they must invalidate the contract, the penalty will be tripled. The amount that she has invested into the wonder drug is close to 1,000 niang. In addition to that, the additional money from other things amounts to a little over 2,000 niang. But she'll take out the little things because they are close. Wonder drug investment. He was sponsored with money and medicine by the fourth young lord's younger sister. What the hell was this bastard thinking? The total is 6,000 niang. She asks to please give her the money right now. If that's difficult, then they could write up the contract saying when he will pay her back. Using the reason that he experienced chi blockage, she made herself the victim, nulled the contract, and now wants to take her money back. He wanted to build his reputation and then increase his wealth. But she is going to ignore the fact that he was bedridden. This youngster is doing bad things she shouldn't be doing. Well, alright, he can spend that much money. This is really... MANWHA, please prepare the brushes, paper, and ink. Yes, young lord. It doesn't matter to him if she's doing something bad. It has nothing to do with him. First, he should do what she wants. Since he is going to be leaving this place anyway. For someone who is the third young lord to recklessly write a contract. He wasn't smart to begin with, but isn't this too reckless then? One thing more. If he can't pay her back, he will have to come when she call for him. Like a loyal dog. She's going to treat this body like a dog. This child is getting on his nerves. Is that all? The contract will end when she receives all the money. Until then, they should respect each other since they are both contractors, right? She looks at Hajin. Respect her. She wants him to be respectful when he's handing over this type of contract. She's in shock. What? MANWHA, go out and bring the commander of the royal guard. Yes, young lord. Why is he suddenly calling the commander? Royal guard comes and says, the divine cult is undefeated. He bowed to him. He greets the third young lord. Why did he suddenly call for him? Prepare a carriage. He has somewhere he needs to go. The third young lord, you know that it isn't his place to speak, but the current state of his body is. He's going to go to the demon lord. Prepare a carriage and send word to the demon lord's palace. Say that third young disciple wishes to see his master. He understands. He will send word to the demon lord's palace. When permission is granted, he will prepare the carriage. Third young lord. What is she doing? She should also fight back. Both of them should go and see if this contract is fair for the demon lord. Third young master. Is he saying they should die together right now? What does he want to hear from the demon lord? Is there a problem for her? If the demon lord knows about them making a contract, he won't be safe either. She's right. If he knows about this, he will also be scolded. But he might be exiled because he has lost his martial prowess. But that's just what will happen to him. But what about her then? Everyone in the world knows that her family is amazing. But that excuse only works in some cases. The worst case scenario for him is, he gets exiled. But in her case, she won't be excused from imprisonment, and her family for the sin of raising their daughter poorly. The Gyeoksa family will of course be stripped of everything. She's in shock. He will be going now. It's time for his work. Wait. Do he not want to become the supreme leader? Supreme leader with this body? How ridiculous. Didn't she come here knowing that he has no chance? So they should see each other at the demon lord's palace. What does she need to do? What is she talking about? What does she need to do? She asks again. Hajin looks at her. So that he don't go to the demon lord with the contract. Hajin tells her to rip the contract, with her own hands. And guys, here the recap ends. Please subscribe for the second part.